What's up, guys? Happy Monday. All right, so the giveaway tonight is Spawn number 341 signed by Mark Brooks. And the hashtag, as always, is EXP Monday. What's going on, guys? All right, so I brought back some $2 books and some new books that came out that I got in my hand last week. Let's see. And then Dynamite, of course, coming out this week. First up, we got Giant Size Savage Tales, number 1. Let's see. Harley Quinn and Elvira, number 6, is out on Wednesday. Thundar the Barbarian, number 3, is out on Wednesday. Let's see what else we got here. One. Disney Villains Ursula, number 3, is also out Wednesday. And that is all the new Dynamite books of the week. All right, so hang out. We'll be right back, and we'll get to whatever we get to on Mondays. Hey, all right, no John tonight. He texted me yesterday, said he's probably staying down the shore for some reason. I forget why. Because he's retired and he doesn't have to be here. That's why.
Yeah, he doesn't really need a reason, right?
Yeah, but he wanted one of the comics that I pulled for him, and well, now he has to wait. Can't give it to him today. So, Robbie, how's your weekend, buddy?
Oh, man, my weekend was good. Spent it with friends and family and loved ones and just had great times together, enjoying some wonderful weather. We're going to get some probably bad weather overnight and tomorrow. Hopefully no like bad severe storms or nothing, but it was a wonderfully beautiful weekend and I enjoyed it.
So I talked to Travis today, Bueller. So he was taking a train around the country. Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah. He's been all over the place, man.
So I think he said he was in New Mexico today. I'm not sure, though. So that was nice. Nice to catch up with Travis and see how he's doing.
Yeah, that's something he's been wanting to do, was do one of those cross-country train rides and like all that. So I'm really, really happy. But yeah, like on his socials, he was in like Chicago one day. Then he was in New York. Then he was in DC. And that's a neat thing because you get to see a lot of places relatively quickly.
Yeah, and you get to see it from ground level as opposed to 40,000 feet in the air.
Exactly.
So that's kind of cool.
I've never been on a train like that, Rex. Have you? Like, is it comfortable to be in there for like 2 weeks or so?
When I was young, I was about 11 or 12, and we had to go to California. And my mom would not fly, and we took Amtrak all the way there. It was long. It was long, I have to say. But it was interesting. It was very interesting. You got to see a lot of different things across the country, when you got to it. But there were times when you wanted to get off and you couldn't. But we didn't have a room, so we were in coach. So it was not the best.
I see.
But still, it was an experience. I wouldn't say I'd do it again, but I would consider taking a long, like I considered taking the train to Florida at one point. The car train.
Yeah.
Because I did the math. Because I would have to drive the car to right outside the DC area, right? And board the train. I think Lorton is where it was. And then board the train there, and then you would take the train, and and the advantage would be that you would have a car while you were down there, whereas flying you have to rent a car. But then I heard about it. It was just a pain to get on. And if you got on too early, then you have to wait to get your car out. And it was just, in the end, there wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
So we didn't do it. So we flew. And we're gonna do it. So I look at I would like to do it in Europe because I think that their trains are a bit classier than Amtrak is.
Yeah, so, that'd be cool, man. You know, and it could be like a movie, maybe like a murder mystery happens or something like that. Yeah. I've been conditioned because of movies and novels and stories just to think that something like that always happens on a train ride, like it's haunted or there's some kind of murder, something like that. Always.
Okay, so TJ took the auto train. It sucked. Okay, that's good to know. I was back and forth. I felt like, and then when you worked out the tickets and everything else, it really wasn't that much of a savings when you got down to it.
Gotcha.
So we didn't do it. And the whole concept, I was afraid I have to wait for the car to get out and then have to do it twice was just, at that point, you might as well drive, it's not that bad a drive. So, but whatever. So I did not do the auto train. So Robbie, what is the movie tonight?
Man, tonight we are doing an oldie but a goodie. We're talking about 1987's Masters of the Universe. Dolph Lundgren, Frank Langella. His performance as Skeletor is like more than a highlight of this movie. It's one of the greatest villain performances, I think, in 80s film. This movie did terribly, but a lot of people really like it. It's got a lot of Jack Kirby influence. I'm excited to dive into it tonight.
So Langella was fantastic in that.
Yes, he was, dude. He still says, or he said that like that was one of his favorite roles he ever played. He did it for his son. His son was a big Masters of the Universe fan, the cartoon, the toys. Of course, Canon got the movie out after the He-Man hype train had already died a bit, quite a bit. And, Canon made a lot of money making a lot of cheap movies. And every once in a while, like all they needed was one or two of them to pop each year. And they had some success with the Chuck Norris movies, right? So they kind of got out of that though. And they kind of got a little too big for what they were wanting, what they actually were in the space, I should say. And that's when they got the Superman rights. They got the Masters of the Universe rights. They paid Sylvester Stallone like $2 million to be an over the top. And 3 movies back to back ended Canon Films. And in the 80s, they were dominant, man.
So Preston, I believe it was the after Rocky, right?
Yes, this was the first role that Dolph did right after Rocky IV.
Right, that's what I thought. Yeah, so I saw Jerry Conway pass away today.
Yeah, I saw that, man. Sad news, man.
72, 74, something like that. Yeah, that's too bad.
A legend in this industry. Co-creator of The Punisher, writer of The Death of Gwen Stacy, so much more. Yeah.
It feels like, I guess maybe we're just at that age, It feels like we've lost a lot of them in the last couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. Because now we're hitting the era where like writers that we grew up with and knew, writers and artists are starting to get the age where we're starting to see more passing. So it's sad.
It's unfortunate. So Stevie B, I think it was Stevie B. Let me see. So Stevie B, do the hold on, I gotta find it. That's funny. Where is that comment?
Rex, if you go to the top where it says starred.
What's that?
If you go to the top where there's a live and a starred chat, I starred the comment for you.
Oh, okay. All right, thanks. I found it. So Stevie B, my softball team, the Phils or the Mets. I would say they are all various level of suckiness, and there really is no way to compare. I believe the Phillies have the unfortunate privilege of being the worst team in baseball right It is brutal how bad they were.
I don't know. The Red Sox are pretty bad. They just fired their entire coaching staff, bro, like a month into the season. That's crazy.
Yeah, that never makes any sense to me. Why you do that? All right,
what is even the Red Sox's record right now?
I don't know. Let's look. But I do believe the Phils have the worst record in baseball right now.
The Red Sox are 11-17.
All right, so let's take a look.
Where are you at?
I'm looking at all the standings. All right, American League.
Phillies are 9-19. The Mets are tied with you.
9-19. Oh, the Mets are tied with us.
Yeah.
We're both equally sucky. That's nice to know.
The Yankees, by the way, are 18-10. So things are looking pretty good in the Bronx. So there you go.
Who cares? All right. So
and the Lakers are up 3-1 in the playoffs, man. So one more game to beat Houston. That'd be fun. And then we'll probably get beat by the Thunder after that because our dudes will be worn out.
Yeah, so Red Sox are really struggling at 11-17. Guardians are mediocre at 15-14. The A's 15-13. So American League looks weak again this year. National League, you got the Braves at 20-9. Jeez Louise.
That's a pretty good record.
That is a very good record. The Reds at 18-10, and the Dodgers at 19-9. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Phils. It is just brutal to watch. It is absolutely painful to watch them play ball right now. So, worn out. So yeah,
no, the Thunder are very much legit, and I think we have a good potential for like the Thunder coming out of the West. I just think they're better than the Lakers, and the Lakers are a bit older, and they're starting to show it in that last game, especially is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the Mets. Well, I sort of do. The Phils, I knew this was not going to be our year. I felt like last year was really our window, and we missed it. This year, I knew we weren't going to be very good, but I did not expect to be this bad. Okay, to have one of the worst records in baseball.
It's still early. You know, you guys could turn it around. Some other teams in your division.
It ain't that early. It's late enough that you need to be making some moves now.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's take a look at let's do shout outs first. So let's take a look. All right. So let's see. Kenneth Bird in the house. Preston, what's going on? Marvel fan. Easy, what's up, buddy? Marcus, of course. Let's see. Who else? Unknown, what's going on, buddy? Stevie B, I already said hi as we commiserate at how sucky our baseball teams are. Let's see. Who else is in the house? Becky Bade, hey, what's going on? Triple B, of course. Everyone in the chat. Green Bear, hey, what's going on? Let's see. I think I've got TJ, what's happening, bud? CJ is in the house. And I think that is everyone. Cool. All right. All righty. So, Jay, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was pretty good. We had our live on Saturday with Nope and Ed.
Cool.
And then yesterday we went live again to talk about the first episode of The Boys and to open up the blind bags that Sean bought from the art show.
Tracy, what's up? Very cool. So when is the Ben 10 coming?
May 6th, right? Isn't that when it comes out?
Yeah, that's a release date. But when are we going to sell them on the show?
I think after the release date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
To answer Unknown real quick, since I'm on here, Unknown, it is today. So you're good for Wednesday, but I think you won last week on this show.
All right. So I had the weekend off. My team did not play. Most of the teams in the organization go to the Washington, D.C. metro area, actually Virginia. But my team is too sucky to go. So there's no point in traveling all that way to get our butts handed to us when we can get our butts handed to us right here at home in our backyard. So we did not go. And I'm kind of glad. Stevie B, do not do that. You do not want to be saddled with the name Rex. So I'm kind of glad. I wanted to get all these things around the house done, which I didn't do, of course. Just got maybe one or two things done. Had my first trip to Aldi. I don't know if you have it down there.
Oh man, I am a avid Aldi supporter, bro. There's certain things, man. I don't really get veggies and fruit like that from them, but things like nuts and seeds and dried fruit and certain things from Aldi are great. They have the best cottage cheese, bro. If you like cottage cheese, try their cottage cheese. So
I should have. So I feel like it was an interesting experiment. All right. And I'm not going to Costco. Okay. Because I don't need a bucket of mayonnaise. All right. There's only me in the house. Right. So I bought some ground beef, which was cheaper. I did not see the cottage cheese. I guess the big difference was I was prepared. I had a quarter and I prepared myself to pay that quarter, but I get the quarter back when you return the card. So no problem there. But the damn thing is so big and wide. I don't need that big a cart. When I go to my local supermarket, ShopRite, I have one of those little mini carts, right?
Yeah.
That thing was like, I only had a few things in it.
When I go there, I bring my own bags. Like I just bring those little like reusable bags, you know?
I live in New Jersey, so you have to, right now you have to have your own bags everywhere because we do not have single-use plastics anymore as bags.
Word. Okay. Yeah, so I bring my own bag to like put them in instead of using the cart. And down here, everybody just leaves the quarter in the carts. Do y'all not do that up there? Everybody just leaves
I take the quarter back, man.
Everybody always just leaves the quarter there. There's usually a quarter in it. Like everybody just leaves it there.
I take my quarter back. I push it back. I link the chain and I pull my quarter right out. That's my quarter, man.
It's good, man. If you go there, like you can't always count on them always having what you're looking for, but they have really great deals on things that are pretty solid, man. Honestly. So I'm an avid supporter of Aldi, man.
Yeah, no. So actually, easy. That's my point. The grass-fed ground beef, the organic stuff is reasonably priced. So I kind of like it. The choices are a little limited. I got paper towels there. I thought they were cheaper. I had milk at the house. I had eggs, so I didn't get those. I did want to I bought a block of cheddar cheese, which I thought was reasonable too. But the selection of choices was rather thin. So I did buy bananas there. So I bought avocados. So other than that, it was okay. It was smaller than I thought it would be. It's very different. So now there is also Lidl, the other German supermarket, Lidl or whatever they call it. So I'm going to go there as well at some point, not too far from me.
I've never heard of that one, so we don't have that one here.
So I did have to still go to my local supermarket, my ShopRite. There's certain things I had to have, like cat food, that type of thing. So I did still have to go there and make an extra stop. Cold cuts, things of that nature. But it was interesting. I just felt like, I want to save some money. There's some other things I would buy, like salad dressing. Oh, I bought a bag of romaine lettuce, that type of thing. Seemed cheaper as well. So it's all right. Yeah. So my only complaint was the super wide, super long cart. Okay. That was kind of a pain. I'm like, why do I need this big ass cart? And tough to turn corners, and two of us would like be blocking it down. Say I never shop at Costco because there's no point. I don't need that much stuff, and it's so big. I hate walking through it. My daughter and fiance are members at Costco, so I went with them once. I saw some deals, but dude, what am I going to do with that? Like 3 dozen eggs. What am I going to do with that? They're going to go bad before I eat them.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't really. Maya Blue X, what's going on? So I don't really. Yeah, cheaper gas, but you don't have to be a member to get that. Okay, so I have eaten at their like cafeteria, whatever you want to call it. And
those Costco hot dogs are really good, man.
So I've heard. Yeah. So I think I've had one. It's all right. Just don't enjoy the experience, though. Not for me. Ed Weird, what's up, buddy? So that was something new, because I had a whole day to myself. Had to go to the grocery store, decide, what, the hell with it. I'll try it. Let's see how it goes. So normally I buy a pound of ground beef that's like already pre-packaged, not the kind they put the cellophane over, but like comes out of the factory in those like squares. So at ShopRite normally costs me about $8 or $9. At Costco, or not Costco, Aldi, it was like $5 or $6.
Yeah.
So it is cheaper.
It is definitely cheaper. Sometimes you'll find a lower quality on things, but for the most part, it's pretty solid, I would say.
Yeah, Becky, I could not stand Costco. It was just too big, too many people floating around. The quantity on stuff was so big, I'm not buying it, right? The cat food I would have gotten, but my daughter buys cat food there for her cats. She bought me like a 24-pack, and the cat wouldn't eat it. So he doesn't like the Costco brand cat food. So what are you into? So it was Aldi, and it was interesting. I go back, but the problem is if you need to, when I go to ShopRite, they have everything in one place. With Aldi, I can see I would have to make 2 trips. But definitely for paper towels, maybe it's worth it. Cottage cheese, as you say, is very good. Yeah, that kind of thing. It's toilet paper, as you say, Marcus. But other than that, it's kind of a buy really undercooked rotisserie chicken. You see, how much is a rotisserie chicken at Costco?
I think people are saying they're $5.
There's no way. Is it really 5 people?
Sounds like it sounds like it would be 5 there.
So
probably.
At my ShopRite, it's 8. Right? And I got to be honest with you. I almost would rather walk through ShopRite than Costco for $3. Okay, I hate to say it because it's the parking lot's huge. Okay, so you gotta walk to the entrance. Then the lines are always horrendous. Yeah, CJ, I noticed that. You can't really get. It's not a pharmacy per se, so you really can't get things like that. But I have a CVS not too far from my house, so it works. All right, so now that we've talked about my wonderful Aldi experience, it's time for our first break. So we're going to do that, and then when we get back, we'll get to the books. All right, so hang out, having fun. We'll be right back.
Sure, comic books are beautiful, but underneath, there's something more authentic and exciting. The original art. See the pencils, the lines, the shading, as if you were there in the studio watching the artist work. Getting a peek at comics' backstage is easy with the original art experience.
All right, Friday night, guys. Thank you for being here. could be doing anything. The fact that you're here means the world to me.
Nick's pieces are always value priced with your budget in mind, for the beginning collector to the veteran.
And this is gorgeous. You got Aquaman and Mira.
Join the original art experience with Nick and our friendly crew of regulars, even if it's just to enjoy the art. Fridays at 7. It's all part of the experience.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there too.
We are back. All right, so yeah, you know what? Walmart, same problem. I don't want to walk all that way in the store just to get a chicken. It's way too big. But Costco, definitely not. They have Costco is kind of like a Walmart, I guess, or a Target. They sell way too much stuff. I just can't do it. BJ's, yes, there is a BJ's wholesale here too, and a Sam's Club and a Costco. And I don't shop in any of them. It's too big. I don't need that much stuff. You have to walk too far. It's not worth it, and you're not really saving that much. I mean, Target, Walmart, on food, you're really not saving that much from your local grocery store. And they have way too many recalls. That makes me nervous. But Aldi, I felt like their meat prices were a lot cheaper. Genuinely a lot cheaper. And they had enough varieties. Other stuff, they're really they had one brand of cat food with 2 different flavors. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely
Shampoo,
don't go there
one
for cat
type.
food. I got cat food there one time. My cats just refused to eat it. Just refused. Yeah. They were like, no.
They had one type of shampoo, one, just one kind. That was it. So definitely not for, there's certain things you cannot get there. And that's one of them. So, all right. So the giveaway of the night is Spawn number 341, signed by Mark Brooks. Hashtag, as always, is EXP Monday, all lowercase. So this one's a nice one. And he signed it in gold, center left. Yeah, I'm going to Aldi. I want to try Lidl, Lidl, which is also a German type of supermarket, and see what they got. Not far from my house either. Yeah, it's just those 3 stores, TJ, the size of the stores, it's too much. It intimidates me.
Yet
I
you
don't
like
eat that much.
Buc-ee's. Yet you like
What's that?
Buc-ee's. You like Buc-ee's, which is like the Costco size equivalent of a convenience
Yes,
store.
but Buc-ee's is a rest stop. That's different. Okay, when I'm
Just
at
treat
home,
Costco like a rest stop then. I don't go to Costco. I
it's
go to Sam's
not.
Club, but I go there for my shop, because we can get like cleaning supplies and stuff like that. And every once in a while, I'll look and pick me something up, but it's usually like, I don't know, like a giant bag of like dried mango or something like that, right?
I think Buc-ee's is completely different. It's a rest stop that you can get all kinds of stuff in. It's kind of like what south of the border used to be, I think. So to me, a Buc-ee's is a completely different beast.
Fair enough.
Lidl's. Okay, thank you, CB. That's how you pronounce it. So I'm gonna try that maybe. Well, next week I got to work a tournament. So okay, there you go. Trader Joe's. I've been there a few times. It just seems kind of pricey to me.
We just got one here like a couple years ago, but I've never been because that's what I've heard. I've heard it's a bit trendy and a bit.
Yeah,
pricey.
it just feels kind of. I don't know. It's not. It's kind of pricey. It's kind of like Whole Foods. The only reason I go to Whole Foods is that they are the designated spot for Amazon returns.
Yeah.
So I go there and I return, but their stuff is so expensive.
Yeah, I go to Whole Foods sometimes. Like it's right across the street from our comic shop, so sometimes we'll go over there to like hit up the salad bar or get a rice bowl or some sushi or something. But I very rarely shop at Whole Foods because it is very, very expensive, man.
Well, in certain areas of the country, we have something called H Mart, which is a Korean supermarket. All right. And the one by us recently was shut down to be renovated. And they just opened up with a food court. And for what I'm hearing, the food court, man, is awesome.
Huh.
So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, there you go, Jay. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm hoping to hit that sometime soon. All kinds of different Korean street food stands, that type of thing.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so I know Publix and Food Line is more towards the south. I know Publix is in Florida is everywhere.
Yeah, we have Publixes here too. They're all over the place in my city.
Yeah, they seem to have a pretty big foothold at down south. Wegmans also too expensive, and it's big on top of that. Wegmans is definitely a high price point. They're up there with Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. So I don't shop there much. And it's so big. But they do have food court. You are right about that, TJ. All right. All right. So I know today we're talking about grocery stores. That's interesting. Isn't it?
Where did this?
I don't know. I was just sitting there Saturday, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I have to go to the grocery store, and I told myself I want to check out Aldi all this time. Try to save a few bucks here and there. Yeah, that's what I think, Marvel fan. Is the Piggly Wiggly still around? I don't know.
There are a couple I know in some of the towns outside of Huntsville. I know. I've seen them. There's some still operating, at least here in North Alabama.
All right. Oh, and in the Carolinas, the wildfires. Oh my God. Yeah, you can tell, right? The wildfires going on down south is horrible. So I feel for the people there. Aldi. Maybe, Alberto. You never know. Nah, I don't really want to talk about the draft. I would say the Eagles did B+. I think Dallas had a better draft day than we did.
That's what I hear, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it yet.
Yeah, because these things, you never know if they're going to work out.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends. They get super into the draft. Like, I got friends that go to the draft, like whatever city it's in. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, is that fun to y'all? And they're like, oh, it's great. I'm like, okay. All right. That's fun.
You never know how that's going to turn out. So many first round busts in the history. I mean, you could point them time and time again. So it's no point in it. Yeah, I don't see the excitement there. All right, let's get some of the books. As always, we have Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, we have it for $5. Then we have the Dynamic Forces mystery box. 2 CGC 9.8 or 2 metal covers, or one of each, up to you. 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. Retail value of $200 guaranteed, and we've got it for $85. All right. So the sketch covers, we got some nice ones. KO Boss Battle #1 with Wonder Woman versus Red Sonja cover sketch by Jessica Court. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
I'd be very surprised if this one makes it 5 minutes. So I would snatch this up if you're interested.
Next up, New Gods #1 with Orion versus Calabac. Cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariana Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99. And we have this one for $65.
Get that nice Kirby 70s fourth world flavor. Love it.
All right. Then Dawn of DC Flash #1 with Flash cover sketch by Ian Wallace.
So at this point, Ian Wallace just needs to do the entire Justice League, because so far the 3 he's done, including this one, is just fire. These are so good.
Yeah, this looks great, man.
All right. So it's just a retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65. Then Cold Slither #1 with G.I. Joe cover sketch by Mike Laparuta. This is a new artist. It's just a retail of $149.99. We have it a new introductory price of $45.
For some reason, I'm thinking of a Monty Python and the Holy Grail bit right now.
Huge tracts of land.
Yeah.
All right. So then we have Superman #2 with Superman cover sketch by Dan Neilinger. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
But this doesn't look like a famous actor at all. Does it?
What do you mean? I could.
Exactly. This is really striking, though. This is really good. Wow.
All right. So then we have Detective Comics #880 with Batman cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez. MSRP of $149.99, and we have for $65.
I love the
what's accurate?
I love the use of the black and white and also the gray. Like I really like that.
I deck with it. I'm making all sketch covers $45 tonight because of the introductory price for Mike Laparuta. So all sketch covers $45. If you buy 2 or more, I'll make them $40. How's that for you?
It's a great deal and some really great covers.
All right. So let's do a recap of the sketch covers at new prices. So first up, KO Boss Battle #1 with Wonder Woman versus Red Sonja cover sketch by Jessica Court. All right, Preston, you got it. Yeah, bro, 2 or more at 40.
Marcus actually claimed the Wonder Woman first.
Yeah, I see that. So I'm sorry, Preston. Marcus beat you to it, buddy. All right, so that one goes to Marcus. All right. Sorry, guys. And this one, I really only do have one. All right, so that one is gone. Then we have New Gods #1 with Orion versus Calabac. Cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99. And we have it for $45. All right, Miguel wants a Cold Slither and a Henry Cavill. Okay, got you, buddy.
Well, I think
What?
I'm going to pop it up. Hold on.
Yeah, the Cold Slither's the Lady J, right?
Yeah. Marcus got it.
Marcus, you're claiming that one?
Yeah.
All right. So, Miguel, you still have the Superman number 2. But unfortunately, the Cold Slither went to Marcus. So let me mark those 2 off. All right. So here are the ones we have left. So we have New Gods with Orion versus Calabac, cover sketch by Joe Delviato and Mariano Nicieza. Dawn DC, Flash number 1 with Flash, cover sketch by Ian Wallace. And then Detective Comics number 880 with Batman, cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez. And we have this one for $45 as well. All right. Corey, what's up, buddy? All right, so next up we got the Dynamite sets. So what I mean by set is it comes with a cover, a trade dress cover, and a Virgin cover. So first up, we got Disney, The Lion King number 1 set by Sukesha Ray. Got it for $35, and it's limited to only 250 sets. All right, then we have Vampirella number 1, Dynamite.com exclusive cover by Ito. Limited to only 50 sets. And we have this for
nice.
100.
That's a nice cover. I love that.
Send down.
So Rex, I don't know if you've seen him, but he wants to send the Wonder Woman to Alberto. Okay. And the Cold Slither to Corey.
Got it.
Very cool, Marcus.
Gotcha, Marcus.
Salt of the earth.
All right. So then the $2 books. Here we go. We have Turok number 5 by Aaron Lopretti. Have that for $2. Spider-Boy number 3. Have that for $2.
That's a really cool cover on that Spider-Boy, man.
Mass Effect Foundation number 7. Have that for $2. Then Kanto number 4. Have that for $2. Then Raven, Daughter of Darkness number 1. Have that for $5. Then Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red number 4. Have that for $2.
What a cool cover, man.
By Jay Lee.
Yeah, that's excellent too. Like, because usually he uses like a lot of black, but the way it's designed, that's just so minimalistic. It's so nice, man.
All right. When we have Spider-Boy number 1, have that for $2. Spider-Boy number 2, have that for $2.
We got a little bit of a run on Spider-Boy here, y'all.
I know. Lyle, what's going on, bud? Spider-Boy number 5, have that for $2. And then Spider-Boy number 6. So I think the only one we're missing is 4 because I read off 3 earlier. So yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, missing 4, and then 5 and 6.
If anybody's interested in getting a run of Spider-Boy, really great prices here. Basically half price.
All right, then we have Young Justice number 13. Have that for $2. Young Justice number 13. All right, then Year of the Villain, Jericho number 49. Have that for $2. And then Year of the Villain, Doom Rising number 48. And I have that one for $2. All right, so let's do a quick recap. So anyone joining us a little bit late, the giveaway is Spawn number 341, signed by Mark Brooks. Hashtag, as always, EXP Monday, all lowercase. All right. Then, as always, Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles. $3.99 cover price or higher, so $40 retail or higher. And always, as always, we got it for $5. Then we have a DF mystery box. 2 CGC 9.8s or 2 metal covers, up to you. Or one of each. 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed. And we got it for $85. Then New Gods number 1 with Orion versus Calabac cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99. And tonight we have 45. If you buy 2 sketch covers, you get them for 40 each. So yes, I'm doing it again. Dawn DC Flash number 1 with Flash cover sketch by Ian Wallace. MSRP of $149.99. 45. Tonight 45. 40 if you buy 2 or more sketch covers. Then Detective Comics number 880 with Batman cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez. Suggested retail of $149.99. And we have this one for $45 as well. Dwayne, what's up, buddy? Yo, Dwayne, you all right, buddy? They figure out what was going on? I'm curious. You've been in since Friday?
Oh, man.
All right. Yeah, so hope you're doing okay, buddy. Watch that BP, man. Silent killer. All right. So then we had Disney Lion King number 1 set by Sukesha Ray. It is a trade and a virgin, all in one set. And we have this one for $35, limited to only 250.
I like the colors, man. Very cool. It kind of reminds me of like 90s Trapper Keeper kind of vibe.
Yeah, Dwayne. Yeah, a very high blood pressure can affect your vision. So you got to be careful, bud. And it leads to strokes. Trust me, I know. Yeah, you got to watch that. I'm heavily medicated to keep that under control. Yeah. So you really have to be careful. It is a silent killer because you don't feel anything until it's too late. Yeah, Marvel fan. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, I'm on Lisinopril and Dopaline. I think it's called that, or Anlodipine or something like that. Hydrochlorothiazide. I take the aspirin and then I take a statin for the. All right.
Very cool.
Very cool, buddy. Let me make sure. Definitely you got one. Let me make sure I can get another one. I think I can, but I have to check. And I will check during the break. And we might have 2 giveaways. Oh, Lord, Lyle, that's high. Yeah. So Robbie, you're still a young man. How's your BP gut doing?
Last year there was a little bit of elevated blood pressure. They said that I could have potentially been at risk for hypertension or some shit or something like that. I'm sorry, excuse me. And but I have been working with my diet and exercise and stuff, and seems like everything's kind of normal now. So
all right, that's good. That's good. Keep an eye on that. So when I went to the hospital, it was ridiculous. It was 200 something over 1 120 or something like that, and that was
wow.
super high. So Corey, usually, yeah, Lyle's right. 120 over 80 is usually the benchmark, but it's different based on your age and your sex. CVB. All right, so you want the New Gods and the Detective as a giveaway. Okay, hold on, gotcha, buddy. So Stevie B.
Y'all, that means the only sketch cover left is this very awesome Flash one, folks. Let's have a sellout on the sketches tonight.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's a really good one too. Great color work. Reminds me of the just the way it looks kind of reminds me of Wally's Flash from Justice League, the animated series. You know what I'm saying? Michael Rosenbaum.
100%, man.
All right. So this is also a giveaway. Gotcha. So yeah, definitely want to watch your BP. Yeah. So Preston, as you get older, you can look it up on Google or something like that. They have a BP chart based on age. As you get older, your threshold goes up higher. So what can you do? So what a normal BP is for a 25-year-old man. Yeah, Steve, it won't be like that. Trust me, it's not that. So it's congenital in my family. My dad had it. My uncle has it. My cousin has it. We're almost the same age. So what really happened was during the pandemic, I was doing telehealth, and the medication I was taking was no longer really working because for years I was only on hydrochlorothiazide, which is a diuretic, just makes you pee out the salt. And I had taken that for like decades, a couple of decades, and it wasn't working anymore. And next thing you know, I'm on 3 now. I still take the hydrochlorothiazide, the lisinopril, and amlodipine, I guess. What did I catch?
So that Stevie B wanted to keep the New Gods and just give away the Detective?
Yeah, I caught that.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I figured. Okay.
Yeah, no, because he bought the other New Gods one. He's a New Gods fan. So yeah, so it can't fluctuate, Lyle. It's in the morning to the nighttime, so you got to be careful. I have a cough, so but I wish I had paid more attention years ago. I just kind of poo-pooed it, and that was a mistake. But you think I'm drunk, CJ? Why would you say that? Trust me.
I bet Rex wishes he was.
Yeah, kind of. But you got to be careful with that too. So, yeah, but coaching has nothing to do with my blood pressure. You would think it would, but it really doesn't. It's just a family congenital disease, hypertension. So I should have paid a little bit more attention to it when I was younger. All right. So let's see. What do we got left? All right. So thank you guys. All the gifts again. That's super cool. All right. So we got Vampirella #1, Dynamite.com exclusive cover by Ito. That is limited to only 50. And we've got, and we have that one for 100. Then the $2 books, and as soon as we do the recap, we will go to our second break. So Turok #5 by Aaron Lopretti. Got that for $2. Spider-Boy #3. Have that for $2. I don't know why I have this listed out of order from the rest of the Spider-Boys. Mass Effect Foundation #7. Have that for $2. Kanto #4. Have that for $2. Raven, Daughter of Darkness #1. Have that for $5. Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red #4 by Jay Lee. Have that for $2. Spider Boy number 1, have that for $2. Spider Boy number 2, have that for $2. Spider Boy number 5, have that for 2. Spider Boy number 6, have that for 2. Young Justice number 13, have that for 2. Year of the Villain, Jericho number 49, have that for 2. Year of the Villain, Doom Rising number 48, have that for $2. All right. So we're going to take our second break. When we get back, we'll get to the rest of the more recent books and then Dynamite books coming out this week. So hang tight. We'll be right back.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel,
That'd be really great. Thanks.
All right, we are back. All right. So Ryan Riley, what's up, bud? Triple B's moving. Congrats, buddy. So let's see. Dwayne's a pain. Yeah, definitely keep an eye out on the blood pressure. Make sure you're all right, bud. Got to keep that under control. Let's see. All right. So what's the movie again, Robbie? Oh, that's right. He-Man.
Yeah, Masters of the Universe. Did you watch that one when it came out, Rex, back in the day?
Of course. Langella was like in the stratosphere in terms of his acting.
Dude, it's so crazy, man. He's so good, man.
And at that time, we didn't know Dolph was as smart as he was.
Yeah.
You know, at the time, we just thought he was a big musclehead.
Yeah, and he hadn't really like gotten those acting chops yet that he does kind of eventually get, right? So they actually kind of He-Man's role in the movie is very underwhelming in a way, right? Skeletor is kind of like the main character of the movie.
And I forgot who was in that movie. You had Monica, of course, from Friends.
That's right. That was her first film role. You got Meg Foster in the film, man.
And you have Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo movies, live action movies.
What's Shaggy? No. It's not Shaggy. It's the dude who played Lieutenant Paris in Star Trek Voyager.
It wasn't Shaggy?
Yeah, it's not Matthew Lillard. I don't remember his name, but it's the guy who played Paris in Voyager.
No kidding. They look a lot alike.
They kind of do now that you mention it. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Matthew Lillard would have been very young, I guess, when they would have made that movie.
I guess. But now that you say it, you're right. I realize that.
Yeah.
I
remember being a kid and watching it and being like, I remember being very like, a lot of this is very different, right? Than the cartoon and the toys. But there was something about it that just fascinated me. And probably Skeletor. Skeletor looked awesome. The makeup.
Lord, what's up,
awesome.
bud? It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible, I guess, is the best way to put it.
That's a good way to put it.
So, but I enjoyed it when it came out. But I remember Frank Langella just seemed like.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be the consensus tonight. Everybody's going to want to talk about Frank Langella. We got a great panel lined up, though, including...
Yes, Jay, you're correct. Robert Duncan McNeil. That's right. That's his name.
Yeah, we got a great lineup for the panel, too. Some of the Brooks and Jelani, of course, will be there, but we also got Joe Corallo, and we got the Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition joining us.
So did you hear they're going to try to remake Miami Vice yet again?
Why not, man? It's like every 20 years, just give it a go, see if it sticks, right?
I have to admit, you're talking about a major cast. And then last night, I saw a sci-fi movie with a blockbuster cast. It had Ryan Reynolds. Who else was in it? Jake Gyllenhaal, and the woman that was in Dune, who played oh my God, I can't remember her name. Leto's wife. Another alien movie. It was kind of sad. I don't remember it. It came out this year, I think, and immediately went to Roku's free channel. I saw it. Couldn't have done well.
Huh? You said Ryan Reynolds and who else?
Jake Gyllenhaal, and whoever the woman who was in Dune.
Life. We talking about Life? 2017
yes,
film?
Life. That's it.
6-member crew of an international space station uncovers first evidence of extraterrestrial life on Mars. I have never even heard of this movie, man.
Yeah, Rebecca Ferguson. That's right, Barlord. It was not good. It was not good. Blockbuster cast. The individual acting was fine. But overall, when you brought it together, it didn't work. I don't know why. Yeah, it was pretty crappy. I walked out of the movie feeling like, well, that just wasted 2 hours of my night. And I can't point to one thing. You know, it's not like there's one thing that I can point to and say this was a problem. It's just the whole movie did not work. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, I never even heard of that one. That's the gamble you take, Rex, when you're streaming the free services. Every once in a while, you're going to get some of these duds because they're like, no one else will accept the movie, but Tubi will play it. Sure, take it.
Yeah, I have to admit, when I saw the year the movie was made, I'm like, this is weird. This can't be good. This got to be bad. But then I saw the cast. I'm like, these are all big names, man. So how could it be that bad? I was wrong. It was that bad. It really was. It was amazingly bad. Devil Wears Prada. Yeah, right.
Let's see. It had a budget of $58 million. It made $100 million. So yeah, I don't know. I've just never heard of it, man.
It was, It was just another alien movie. Evil alien.
It's from the
humans trying to
director,
figure
dude.
out-
The
What?
guy who did this movie, you know what his very next movie he directed was?
What?
Morbius.
Wow, 2 strikes.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Not good. Not good at all for him. All right. So yeah, I watched that. What else I watch? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it is interesting. You end up watching some things that you may not normally watch.
Yeah.
So some good and bad, as you say.
I didn't really watch much this week. And Friday, I was hanging out with some friends and they had The Batman on, which I don't typically like. And I still wasn't really vibing with it. We didn't finish it.
That?
What's that?
Which one is that?
The newer one, the Robert Pattinson one.
Oh, that one.
The Batman, yeah. And then I spent most of the weekend. I got sucked back in. I'm like plowing through Salem's Lot again. It's one of my favorite Stephen King novels. And I read Carrie not too long ago. So I decided I would like read Salem's Lot and see how far I can make it just every once in a while reading a Stephen King book in published order. And so Salem's Lot, one of my favorites. So I'm just like plowing through that book. I read that for the first time like in high school and loved it. And I haven't read it since like, I don't know, I probably haven't read it in like 10 years, but I've read that book a few times. I really like it. I know you're a book reader. Do you ever read Salem's Lot? I really like that one.
Years ago. I mean, high school years ago kind of thing.
Yeah, and as I'm reading it, it makes me want to watch the Toby Hooper miniseries from, I guess, the early 80s, late 70s. Because I never really, it's got some creepy moments, man. Like the kid at the window and the vampire looks awesome. But I've never been super impressed with it. But after reading this book, I may check it out again with the story fresh in my mind. And I remember they did one like several years ago. I think maybe Rob Lowe was in it. But like I know they did another mini series, but I don't think I ever saw that one. I never saw that one.
You got that right, CVB. That's funny. So there, in high school, I got into this stage where I loved Stephen King books. So there was The Shining, Salem's Lot. What was the one with the psychic? The guy. Oh, what was the name of that book? They made a movie of it. You could see
Stephen
the
King one.
Yeah.
Oh, Dead Zone.
Dead Zone. That's right. Which one with Colin Farrell? Unknown. So anyway, so Cujo, and then he had a bunch of short stories I really enjoyed. Like, and a couple of novellas. I can't remember the names, but they were really good. So there was a period where I couldn't get enough Stephen King.
Yeah.
Then I kind of dropped off.
I've read like some Stephen King, but I haven't read like overwhelming, like a lot. Like I've read the Dark Tower stuff, all of it. I've read part of it, part of Stand. I never made it through it when I was like younger. And I've read Carrie and Salem's Lot and Firestarter. There's probably one or two more. Like I've never read Bag of Bones. I hear that one's good. So I'll have to check that one out. But I'll be reading through them and like checking out the ones I never did, Right. Like I've never read The Shining. So I'm really excited to do that. I've never read The Dead Zone. I've never made it all the way through it. I've never read any of those short stories. So I picked up,
Yeah, those are really good.
I love going to thrift stores and buying like old, nasty paperback books, that are super cheap. And I found some of the ones like Different Seasons and Night Shift that have like collections of his short stories that they also turned into a lot of movies too. Like The Body is a novella that Stand By Me is based on.
That's right. That's right.
Secret Garden? Not Secret Garden. What's not Secret Garden? That's like the kids' movie. What's the one with Johnny Depp and John Turturro? Secret Window? I think that's like a short story or something like that. Anyway.
So it's weird. I would agree. The TV series in the 70s was actually pretty scary. I remember that. Green Mile, another one.
Louis Pullman, Eddie, thank you so much.
Writer. It's unbelievable. How many books and works, literary works the man has written in his career is absolutely unreal.
Yeah, and a success from the start, dude. And like with the Hollywood movies too, like first novel was Carrie, then the movie Carrie, second Salem's Lot miniseries, like The Shining by Kubrick. Like it just keeps going, man. Like and especially that period in like mid 70s through the 80s, unstoppable, man. Stephen King was.
Yeah, there was a period, and then he got hit by a car, didn't he once?
Yeah, he did. He almost died, and he wrote that into the Dark Tower. Have you ever read through the Dark Tower stuff?
I have not.
I would recommend it. I would recommend it.
That was after
man.
my Stephen King phase had ended, so I never went back and picked it up.
You might want to check it
Yeah,
out.
I may do that. So yeah, he's written a lot of stuff. The Richard Bachman stuff, I don't think I've even read that one. His entire pen name of Bachman,
Yeah.
I've not read.
I've never read any of those.
Like
some of them are
Running
hard
Man.
to find. There's one like is it Rage? Rage is really hard to find because Stephen King has decided no longer to keep it in print because he thinks it's just too bad or something like that. But oh no.
Interesting guy, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so getting back to the books. So these are the ones I got late last week. So we have Batwoman #1, Danny and Matt Hollingsworth cover. Have that for 4. Batwoman #2 by Jenny Frison. Have that for 5.
Nice, man. Get caught up on Batwoman, which a lot of shops have sold out on. And these are at cover price and a great Frison cover, as usual.
All right. Dork #1, 3rd printing. Have that for 4. All right. And this one is unknown, right of first refusal. Okay, but I think he's going to take this one. Phantom of the Opera, 1:10 ratio. And Rita Citria, cover C. So this is the 1:10 ratio.
Love this book.
Yeah, I figured unknown. As I said, you had the first dibs. All right, so gotcha unknown. All right. Then we have Witchblade #20 for $4. And then Transformers #31, the blank. I have 2 of these, and I have these for 5 apiece. Then G.I. Joe #21 by Ben Oliver, covers C. Have that for 4. Kate Prime, what's going on, bud? Then Fireborn #1, giant size, and we have that one for 5. And then Scorched #50, cover A. Have that for 5.
Some big guns, man.
And then In Your Skin #1, have that for 5 as well.
That was my pick of the week last week was In Your Skin. Very weird, very surreal, very cerebral. Pretty cool book. Very interesting. First time writing project from fantastic letterer Adi Abidikar.
All right. Then we have Phantom of the Opera #3, cover A. Have that for $5.
This cover's so great, isn't it, y'all? Look at that. It's beautiful.
Then Diablo #1. Have that for $5.
I did read Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla, Corey, and it was exactly what it needed to be. Just stupid, silly fun. I liked it a lot.
All right. Then Corpse Night #1. Have that for 4.
This was an interesting book, too. Had a nice flow to it. I think a lot of people will vibe with it. We'll see what happens in issue 2 and 3 and beyond.
All right. Then Ordain the Machine #0. Have that for 6.
The Ordained is going to be a movie starring Colin Farrell. This comic book's pretty cool, and this is introducing the Machine, which is an assassin sent after a retired hitman who is now a priest who a whole mob boss has sent his whole mafia after them, after this priest, because he's heard his confession. It's really, really great book.
All right. So here we go. Do a recap for anyone who arrived late. So the giveaway of the night is Spawn number 341, signed by Mark Brooks. Hashtag as always, hashtag EXP Monday, all lowercase. And you can see the Brooks signature on center left in gold. Then Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, we have it for $5. Then we have DF Mystery Box, 2 CGC 9.
Got a claim. Sorry.
Becky, you got it, Becky. Gotcha, Becky. All right, so where I leave off?
The mystery box.
CGC, 2 CGC 9.8 or 2 metal covers or one of each, up to you. 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issue. $200 retail value guaranteed. We have for $85. So the last sketch cover that's left, Dawn DC, Flash number 1, Flash cover sketch by Ian Wallace. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $45. So then we have Vampirella number 1, Dynamite.com exclusive, cover by Ito, limited to only 50. I have 2 of these, and we have this one for 100.
Gorgeous cover. Reminds me of one of my favorite scenes in Hostel Part 2.
All right. So then we have Torque number 5 by Aaron Lapretti. Had that for 2. Spider-Boy number 3, have that for 2. Mass Effect Foundation number 7, have that for $2. Kanto number 4, have that for $2. Raven, Daughter of Darkness number 1, have that for $5. Red Sonja, Black, White, Red, number 4 by Jay Lee. Have that for $2. Superboy number 1. Have that for $2. Superboy number 2. Have that for $2.
Spider-Boy,
sorry. Thank you, Jay.
Spider-Boy,
number
Superboy,
5.
same thing.
Spider-Boy number 5. Have that for $2. Spider-Boy number 6, have that for $2. Young Justice number 13, have that for $2. You're the Villain, Jericho number 49, have that for $2. You're the Villain, Doom Rising, have that number 48, have that for $2. Batwoman number 1, Danny and Matt Hollingsworth, have that for $4. Batman number 2, Jenny Frison, have that for $5. Dork number 1, third printing, have that for $4. Witchblade number 20, have that for $4. Transformers number 31, blank, have that for $5. G.I. Joe number 21 by Ben Oliver, cover C. Have that for $4. Fireborn number 1, giant size. Have that for $5. Scorch number 50, cover A. Have that for $5. In Your Skin number 1. Have that for $5. Phantom of the Opera number 3, cover A, have that for $5. Diablo number 1, have that for $5. Corpse Night number 1, have that for $4. All right. So, Jay, what do we have coming up tonight and this week?
So, of course, after you watch movie night and freaking Masters of the Universe, you kidding me? That's awesome. It's awesome. I'm gonna try to catch that. At 11 Eastern, 10 Central, Best Coast Comics is back. Taking a little break due to some illness, but they are back tonight. So be sure, I'm going to pop that link in there so you can pre-save it. And yes, just to answer everybody, I understand that one artist has an L in the name, but I just copy and paste. I didn't know. I'll have that fixed on Wednesday. Apparently it's Loprestri. I guess we missed a letter. Then tomorrow at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, you have oh my goodness, my mind just blinked. Hold on. Minute to Skim It with Miss Jen. Yeah, Minute to Skim It with Miss Jen. Then it will be tomorrow's Comics Tuesday, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Now, 10 Eastern, 9 Central, there's supposed to be a new show with Kyle and I. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to happen, but if it does, 10 Eastern, 9 Central, the Tuesday 10s. Then Wednesday, you got the hour of comic collecting with Rex, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, Comic Collectibles. Then Blake's Buzz has brought his show over to the EXP, and that'll be on at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Thursday, you got What's in the Box with Miss Jen at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. The Geek Chat at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Sketch Up with Mog and Mel, I believe, returns this week, and that'll be at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Then Friday at 1 Eastern, noon Central, you got the FOC show with Matthias Lewis. Then at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, you have Original Art with Nick. Then at Friday, to round out the week, you will have Friday Night Live with Nancy McCain and the crew from Comics Unlimited.
There you go. That was a mouthful.
Quite the lineup.
Right. All right. So the Dynamite books coming out this week. First up, we got Giant Size Savage Tales #1. Cover A by Bjorn Berens. Red Sonja variant. These are some neat covers, guys. All right. Then cover B, Bjorn Berens Vampirella variant. Cover C, the Red Sonja cosplay variant. Then cover D, the Vampirella cosplay variant. Then cover E, the Red Sonja and Vampirella cosplay variant.
2 for the price of 1. Look at that. It's nice. This is a good book, too. I just read this right before we went on air. Written by David Avalone. You got a Vampirella story. You got a Red Sonja story. You got a Alan Quartermain story. And you got a Gulliver of Mars story. Really cool stuff. I really liked them. They all 4 stories have their own distinct vibe and atmosphere as well.
All right, there we go. So Giant Size Savage Tales #1, cover F is a blind bag. We have cover G, the 1:10 ratio Red Sonja and Vampirella cosplay virgin. And then cover H, the 1:10 ratio Vampirella cosplay virgin variant. Then cover I, the 1:10 ratio Red Sonja cosplay virgin. Then cover J, the 1:15 ratio Bjorn Berens Vampirella virgin. Then we have cover K, the 1:15 ratio Bjorn Berens Red Sonja virgin. Then Harley Quinn and Elvira #6, cover A by Amanda Connor. Cover B by Chad Harden. Cover C by Joseph Michael Linsner.
Everybody hit that thumbs up. All right,
Guess who's in the house?
Real quick, this Friday we're doing $500 worth of giveaways.
How much?
500.
Okay.
But if I'm late, if they run the commercial and I'm not here after the commercial, it goes up to 1,000.
Yeah, there we go.
So
we're gambling now.
I'd say that if people were to go on Poly Market, it would be a safe bet.
Hey Jeff.
Yeah.
So do we have
Hit that thumbs up, everybody, and subscribe.
Do you have another Lion King set by Sukesha?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Alberto, let me know. Do you want the second one? Okay, so that would make 2 giveaways, buddy. Let me know. I'm jotting you down, so we do have a second one. So that would make 1, 2, 3, 4 giveaways for the night. So Alberto, you let me know, buddy.
Nice.
All right. Good question, Marcus. I have no idea. All right. So Harley Quinn and Elvira, number 6, cover D by Ben Caldwell. No worries. Then we'll do the one, and Alberto wants the second one. We'll do it on Wednesday. Cover E is The Blind Bag. Cover G is an Amanda Connor Virgin. Cover H, a 110 ratio Amanda Connor Cookies variant. Cover I, the 110 ratio Ben Caldwell Virgin. Cover J is a 115 ratio Joseph Michael Linsner Virgin.
Robbie, did you get the Disney Gargoyles treasure chest?
I did not.
Oh, oops. All right, hit that thumbs up, everybody. Subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure you still subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.
All right.
And share. Sharing is caring.
All right. Then we have cover K, the 115 ratio Chad Harden Virgin. And then cover L, the 120 ratio Amanda Connor's Cookies Virgin. And then cover M, the 1/7 ratio Linsner Black and White. Then cover N, the 110 ratio Linsner Black and White Virgin. All right, then also out on Wednesday, Thundar the Barbarian, number 3. Cover A by Michael Cho. Cover B by Francesco Mattina. Cover C by Bjorn Berens. Cover D by Joseph Michael Linsner. Cover F by the 110 ratio Michael Cho Black and White.
Thundar's been so much fun. The response in my shop's been huge too. People really, really liking it.
Cover G, the 110 ratio Linsner Virgin. So yeah, I have a buddy reading it as well. He and his brother were huge Thundar fans when it was on TV.
Yeah, I really like the art's really solid, and I like what Jason Aaron is doing, kind of taking the concept of this show and the characters and just kind of fleshing it out a little bit in a more, I guess, like modern comic book approach. I really, really like it.
Right. All right. So we have to take our last and final break. And when we come back, we will get through the rest of the Dynamite books coming out Wednesday. So hang out. We'll be right back, guys.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dozed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's gonna be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
All right, we are back. So we are on Thundar the Barbarian, #3, cover H, 1:15 ratio, Michael Cho, black and white, virgin. Then cover I, the 1:20 ratio, Bjorn Baren's virgin. Then cover J, the 1:25 ratio, Francesco Mattina, virgin. Then cover K, the 1:30 Michael Cho, virgin. And then cover L, the Joseph Michael Linzer, black and white. Then Thundar the Barbarian, #3, cover M, the 1/7 Jack Kirby model sheet, virgin. Then cover N, the 1:10 ratio Linzer, black and white, virgin. Then also out on Wednesday, we have Disney Villains, Ursula, #3, cover A by Mirka Andolfo. Cover B by Gabrielle Bagnoli. I did. She won Thundar C and D, I believe, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you got them.
No, I appreciate that, buddy. You should always ask. You know me. Then cover C by Bob Quinn. Then cover D, the animation art variant. Then cover E, the storybook art variant. Then cover F, the 1:10 ratio storybook art virgin. John Coe, I am not sure, but if you email me, I can find out for you, buddy. All right. Cover G, the 110 ratio Bob Quinn black and white. Cover H, the 115 ratio animation art Virgin. Cover I, the 115 ratio Bob Quinn black and white Virgin.
Got a claim for Thundar M from Becky.
Thundar M. Gotcha, Becky. Got you down, Becky. You're good. All right. Cover J, the 120 ratio Bob Quinn Virgin. And then cover K, the 120 ratio Gabrielle Bagnoli Virgin. Then cover L, the 125 ratio Mirka Andolfo Virgin. Then cover M, Mirka Andolfo black and white. Then cover N, the 1.5 Mirka Andolfo black and white Virgin. Okay, and those are the books coming out on Wednesday. All right, so we have enough time, I think, for a full recap.
I think we do, Rex.
We do. And to remind everyone, the movie tonight on Robbie's channel, PCP, is He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. A movie that I enjoyed. Was not very good, except for Frank Langella. But other than that, it was a okay movie with a lot of big future stars.
Yeah.
Obviously. But other than that, well, Paris wasn't a huge star, as we know.
Well, you know, Trek fans know him, at least. That means something.
Yeah, what
right?
was up with that? Orko, they replaced Orko with Gwildor.
Gwildor. It's because they didn't have the technology or the budget to make Orko flying around and all that kind of stuff. They felt so.
Yeah,
I mean, they have He-Man on one of these little he's like surfing on this little platform thing, and it looks pretty silly. So
yeah, Gwildor, whatever, Marcus. He made no impression on me whatsoever.
Gwildor's fine. He's fine.
So yeah, but I was always wondering, what the hell is this?
And they didn't use villains either. Like they made up their own villains, like Sarod and Karg and Blade.
Yeah,
the only ones they used were like Evil End, Skeletor, and Beastman.
Yeah, that's true. It was good enough. Given the time frame.
Good enough for the pressure and the backstory and how much money they had. They had a lot of money, but they didn't have a lot of time, and it was a troubled production for sure.
That is my daughter. Just let her know I'm streaming. All right. So here we go. So the recap, ready to go. All right. So the giveaway of the night, one of them is Spawn number 341, signed by Mark Brooks. So that is our giveaway. So let's see. Alberto is giving away a Disney Lion King set by Sukesha Ray. And then CVB is giving away the Detective Comics number 880 with Batman cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez. So we have 3 giveaways tonight. So keep that in mind. All right. So Dynamite 10-pack reader set. Have that for $5. We have the DF mystery box. 2 CGC 9.8s. Hold on.
Yeah, Marcus, you're right. Those are some great giveaways.
All right. So where I leave off. 1 Virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed. And we have for $85. All right. So Dawn DC, Flash #1, Flash cover sketch by Ian Wallace. MSRP of $149.99. As I said, all sketch covers are $45 tonight. All right. Then we have Vampirella #1, Dynamite.com exclusive cover by Ito. Limited to only 50. I have two sets available, and they are 100 each. Turok #5 by Aaron Lapretti. Have that for 2. Spider-Boy #3. Have that for 2. Mass Effect Foundation #7. Have that for 2. Kanto #4. Have that for $2. Raven, Daughter of Darkness #1. Have that for $5. Red Sonja, Black, White, Red #4 by Jay Lee. Have that for 2. Spider-Boy #1. Have that for 2. Spider-Boy #2. Have that for $2. Spider-Boy #5. Have that for $2. Spider-Boy #6. Have that for $2. Young Justice #13. Have that for $2. Year of the Villain, Jericho #49. Have that for $2. Year of the Villain, Doom Rising #48. Have that for $2. Batman #1 by Danny and Matt Hollingsworth. Have that for $4. Batman #2 by Jenny Frison. Have that for $5. Dork #1, third printing. Have that for $4. Witchblade #20. Have that for $4. Mate 2, what's up, bud? Cool. I'm glad you're happy, bud. Transformers #31. It's the blank. Have 2 of those at $5. G.I. Joe #21. Ben Oliver, cover C. Have that for $4. Fireborn #1, giant size. Have that for $5. Scorched #50, cover A. Have that for $5. In Your Skin #1. Have that for $5. Phantom of the Opera #3, cover A. Have that for $5. Diablo #1. Have that for $5. Corpse Knight #1. Have that for $4. Ordained. Oh no, Becky bought that one. Sorry. Then we have the Dynamite books coming out on Wednesday. Hey, Mike. Giant Size Savage Tales #1, cover A by Bjorn Barends, Red Sonja variant. Cover B, Bjorn Barends Vampirella variant. Cover C, the Red Sonja cosplay variant. Excuse me. Cover D, the Vampirella cosplay variant. Cover E, the Red Sonja and Vampirella cosplay.
We got a claim on a Transformers blank by Mr. Easy Go Lucky.
You got it, Easy. All right. Then cover F is the blind bag. Cover G, the 1:10 ratio Red Sonja Vampirella cosplay virgin. Cover H, the 1:10 ratio Vampirella cosplay virgin variant. Cover I, the 1:10 ratio Red Sonja cosplay virgin. Cover J, the 1:15 Bjorn Barends Vampirella virgin. Cover K, the 1:15 ratio Bjorn Barends Red Sonja virgin. Then Harley Quinn and Elvira #6, cover A by Amanda Connor. Cover B by Chad Harden. Cover C by Joseph Michael Linsner. Cover D by Ben Caldwell. Cover E is The Blind Bag. Cover G, the Amanda Connor Virgin. Then the cover H, the 110 ratio Amanda Connor Cookies variant. Then cover I, the 110 ratio Ben Caldwell Virgin. Cover J, the 115 Joseph Michael Linsner Virgin. Then cover K, the 115 ratio Chad Harden Virgin. Cover L, the 120 ratio Amanda Connor Cookies Virgin. Then cover N, the 1-7 ratio Linsner Black and White. Then cover N, the 110 ratio Joseph Michael Linsner Black and White Virgin. Then Thundar the Barbarian, cover A by Michael Cho. Cover B by Francesco Mattina. Cover C by Bjorn Berens. Cover D by Joseph Michael Linsner. Cover F, the 110 ratio Michael Cho, Black and White. C, Edward. Cover G, the 110 ratio Joseph Michael Linsner variant. Cover H, the 115 ratio Michael Cho, Black and White Virgin. Cover I, the 120 ratio Bjorn Berens Virgin. Cover J, the 125 ratio Francesco Mattina Virgin. Cover K, the 130 Michael Cho Virgin. Cover L, the Joseph Michael Linsner Black and White. Cover M, the 1-7 ratio Jack Kirby Model Sheet Virgin. Cover N, the 110 ratio Linsner Black and White Virgin. Then Disney Ursula number 3, cover A by Mirka Andolfo. Cover B by Gabrielle Bagnoli. Cover C by Bob Quinn. Cover D, the animation art variant. Cover E, the storybook art variant. Cover F, the 110 ratio storybook art virgin. Cover G, the 110 ratio Bob Quinn black and white. Cover H, the 1:15 ratio animation art virgin. Cover I, the 1:15 ratio Bob Quinn black and white. Cover J, the 1:20 ratio Bob Quinn variant. Then cover K, the 1:20 ratio Gabrielle Bagnoli virgin. Then cover L, the 1:25 ratio Mirka Andolfo virgin. Then cover M, the Mirka Andolfo black and white. And then finally cover N, the Mirka Andolfo black and white virgin. And those are Dynamite books coming out on Wednesday. Acres, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you here tonight. All right, so now we have 3 giveaways, 2 of them courtesy of Stevie B and Alberto, and then one given by me or us, Spawn number 341, signed by Mark Brooks. So we're going to do that one first.
These are some great giveaways, y'all. Good luck to everybody.
All right, so go ahead, Jay. Spin the wheel for this one first. And the winner is Tate Prime. Congrats, Tate.
Very cool.
Hey, Tate, do I have your address? I'm not sure I do. If you could fill out the submission form, that would be real helpful. So we know where to send your giveaway. All right. So next giveaway is, let's see, the Stevie B Detective Comics number 880, Batman cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez. Make 2. Congrats, bro.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember, Tate. My bad. But if you could, that'd be awesome. Thank you. All right. So the third giveaway, courtesy of Alberto, Disney The Lion King #1 set, Trade and Virgin by Sukesha Ray. And the winner of this one is... What's up, Jamie? Is Ryan Riley. Congrats,
Whoa.
bud.
There you are.
All right. So those are the 3 giveaways of the night. And thank you again to Stevie B and Alberto for claiming 2 items to give away. That's really
awesome.
cool.
What a great chat. Y'all are such a great community, y'all.
What additional credit did you not want, CBB? Well, we thank you, buddy. Anyway, Tate want to trade. You work that out amongst yourselves. Just let me know before I ship them. All right. So again, so Robbie is on tonight. Thank you, John. The movie of the night is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. That's right. And then, so hold on. Marcus bought a sketch cover for Alberto, and a sketch cover for Corey as well. So very cool. Thank you, Marcus. Trading Rex, untradeable, my friend. I have that clause.
Got a no trade clause. I love it.
Yeah, I'm liable to say anything, CVB. Who knows what I said? I might have, or might have come out that way. Sorry, buddy. So, anyway, so He-Man, Masters of the Universe, which is a not so bad movie, not great, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I remember loving it when I was a kid, even though I was like, why is this different? It was one of my first experiences, Rex, of being like, this is different than the source material. I wonder why.
Very different. That movie Life with Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds, skip it. Don't watch it. Horrible movie. Boring. It wasn't really the acting. The acting was okay. It was just bad. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I will definitely avoid that one then, Rex. Thank you for the heads up.
The individual acting was actually quite good, but somehow you combine it all, it did not make a good movie. I don't know why. Just weird. And I fell asleep watching it, so that gives you some idea. Okay? If I fall asleep, it's not good.
Yep, I do the same thing, man.
Yeah, so the not having any streaming services other than Netflix and Prime, it's a little bit interesting. I would say the least. You have to get creative about what to watch.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, but you're saving money. You're going to Aldi. You're cutting the cord. You're cutting the streaming. You're improving yourself, Rex.
Improving. I wouldn't go that far. So, Jay, you want to talk about what's on tonight again? Hit it one more time.
Sure. At 11 Eastern, 10 Central, we're going to have Best Coast Comics. They had a little break. They were both kind of under the weather, but they are back. I also want to point out real fast, while we got y'all, as soon as I pop this link in here for that, be sure to check out the Ben 10 exclusive. You can still pre-order it on the site for that exclusive Jay Fosgate EXP cover. Now, this is a pre-order. It's not going to come out until the book comes out on the 6th of May. And then sometime after that, it'll be on our shows available for sale.
So there you go. So pre-order if you want. Otherwise, they will be on sale on the shows after it drops on May 6th. Very excited about Ben 10. It's been quite a bit of hoopla behind that. So we shall see how it does. But there's been a lot of buzz. I didn't realize Ben 10 had such a big following.
Yeah, it
That
really
was
does,
awesome.
man.
That
Yeah,
was
especially
definitely
kids that are like in their like 20s right now, right? They grew up with that. That was one of their cartoons they loved when they were very, very young.
So I was surprised in foreign countries that we don't have a license to. We've been getting a lot of inquiries. You know, do we sell here? Do we sell there? And we don't, unfortunately.
Oh, that's very cool, though. That's neat, man. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Ben 10 is bigger than a lot of us old heads realize, I think.
Yeah. So these poor people will have to buy it in the open market on eBay or wherever. But yeah, we're restricted by license, so we have to be very careful, you know, what we do with that.
I think the most exciting thing about this comic is the team working on it were the creators, correct? Is that what it is?
I understand it.
Yep.
But you may know more than I do, Jay.
Yeah,
You
Joe
always do.
Casey, Steven Seagal, Duncan Rollo. Steven Seagal and Joe Casey are going to be writing it. Duncan's been doing covers. So yeah, it's part of Man of Action. So absolutely. From the creators themselves.
Yeah.
And Joe told me it's basically like absolute Ben 10. So if you've never even been familiar with it, this is like a new comic book, more like less kid-friendly Cartoon Network, more like superhero comic books for everyone. So I'm very, very excited.
Very cool. All right, so Jay, your wife loves Ben 10?
No, number one was saying Courage the Cowardly Dog needs a comic. My wife
I got it.
She loves that show.
Understood. All right, so check out Robbie tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for his movie night. Always a good time. I will be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And Nick will be on the show on his original art show on Friday. $500 worth of giveaways if he's late, which he almost certainly is most of the time for the show, it will bounce to 1,000. So keep that in mind. All right. Other than that, Robbie, as always, thank you. Jay, thank you for pushing the buttons. I appreciate everyone in the group, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. All right. Peace.